Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Maryam Isa Al Ali Zastapel. I put God first. This is my story, and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is a service of something bigger than who I am.
That's right. That is Maryam, and my name is Alexander Zastapel, and my purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence. All of them. All rights to their existence.
All right, to their existence. And we come to you guys today from Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you every single Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 p.m. Dubai time. Powered by Purple Circle, owned by its amazing founder and friend and business partner, Wi-Fi, William. So great to have you guys in here, whoever's tuning in. And we talk about the topic here that is related to both your life and business. Every single technique that we share in Clear and Conquer Live is something that can help you with your business, and also is going to be helping you with your life as well. And without any further ado, Alex, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about organizing your life, organizing your business, everything. Just like Maryam said, we talk about your life and business. And also, let me ask you a question. How organized is your life right now? Okay. How organized are you? Are you all over the place? Is your calendar kind of set, but then you don't follow through on it? What does your organization look like? What does your organization skills look like? Answer that for yourself right now, because it's an important question, because we're going to be talking why it is so important to organize in the first place. You are literally actually wasting time if you are not organized.
There's a lot to talk about it, guys. You think many. I was reading this amazing quote yesterday that every time I read it, it hits me differently. Everybody has dreams, and the reason people fail on their dreams is because they don't know the know-how. They don't know how to execute. They don't have the proper planning. They are not organized. They don't know how to set their goals and targets. They don't know how to do the sub-targets. They don't know how to get all these different things into space. So that's why today we're going to be talking about this, because we know like how many of you guys have dreams, you have ambitions, you have things that you want to go ahead and conquer, but you don't know the how. And that's what we are here for today.
100%. So we're going to get right into it, because we want to drop the value immediately on all of you. And make sure, if you have a pen and paper in front of you, be taking notes, because this is all information that you can apply immediately in your life. So let's get right into it. The reason why you should organize. Why should you organize your life? You might be thinking, well, I don't really want to spend the time putting all of that in place because I have other things going on. You might come up with these excuses. Why should you organize your life? Okay? The very first reason why you should organize your life is because if you are not organized, it is going to create confusion. Okay? Where there is no organization, there is confusion in place.
Right.
Because think about it. When you don't have things in place, you're confused.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a construction company building a 7-story tall building. Mm-hmm. And they start by bringing the furniture, they start by bringing the shingles and putting those on site before the foundation is built. That is exactly what you're doing with your life. You're not building any foundation. You're not organizing even the basics. You are building the roof before you are building the foundation. And if you look at your house outside, you will see that it needs to be built from the ground up. if you look at any building, it needs to start with some organization. Imagine a construction company
Right.
having everybody come on site at once.
Mhm.
Okay. And they start by bringing the furniture. They start filling the property with furniture. And then they're pissed.
Yeah.
They're mad because it gets all dirty and all dusty. And they're like, why is this happening? Well, obviously they weren't very organized. They brought the furniture before they even brought the cement.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
And you put it very simply, yet many people get this so mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think that your life will be just magically, like you have a lot of dreams and you have a lot of goals, but you don't put things in order. And we don't, as Alex, you just mentioned, when you don't put things in order, you're confused. Like imagine walking into your room one day and your stuff are all over the place. You're confused. Which part should I take care of first? Where is the shoes? Where is the dress? What is the makeup? Imagine, was me, by the way, back in the days. And I used to say, and I used to brag, I'm an organized mess. This is not something to brag about.
That's a really good point.
People who say, oh my God, I am an organized mess. This is not something to brag about. Being an organized mess is not something good to have, Being an organized mess that you don't have any organization at all. That's why I don't even believe in multitasking myself, because multitasking means that you are doing so many different things at the same time, getting the minimum of it done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what multitasking that people keep on bragging about. So when people apply to our company and they say we are multitaskers, that's not something to brag about. It's not something to brag about, because when you say that, it means that you are doing multiple things at the same time. You get things done, but it's not done in the way that you can actually get it done the right way.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more. And the fact that some people call themselves organized messes, there's a lot of sayings out there that you need to take another look at. Ignorance is bliss is another one of those sayings. That's being confused and not knowing is beautiful. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because what our mentor Brandon Dawson says is actually, when you don't know something and there's confusion, it creates failure. If your goal is to fail at life and that's it, then I guess, yes, ignorance is bliss and you can be an organized mess. If you just want to keep on losing at life, failing at life, staying an average, living paycheck to paycheck, staying stuck. Yeah.
Right.
If you want to stay there, then of course, be confused, be an organized mess, and ignorance is definitely bliss then.
Actually, we have something similar in Arabic. It says, "طنش تعش," means ignore and you're gonna live. Ignoring things is a way for you to live. But imagine you are saying that when you say, oh my God, I have this company that is not organized, but we're making money anyways. It doesn't mean that I need to have the processes documented. I don't have to have a very foundational, solid hiring process. I don't have all my processes in place. It's not something to brag about. طنش تعش doesn't work in this case. It means that you have to go ahead and do something so that you can make sure that the information that you have and the business that you have actually have a structure behind it, and it's organized. The more organized, the better it gets. Alex and I, we have this in our entity, right? So this is what we do. Let's say we're planning an event. When we plan the event, we don't say, oh my God, no, once people register, we're gonna know what to deal with them. No. It's from the beginning. How is the client, I did this in my PhD, guest experience.
I remember that.
Yeah. You've seen it.
Yes.
Right. So it's like guest experience, right? So how do you do as from someone who wanting to get a product from Clear and Conquer? What is their flow from hearing about it, going into the website, registering, getting a confirmation? We receive the confirmation, make sure that they get the information about the event. Everything is organized. Because this way, it's it could be someone who is the first time they do business with us. They should know that we are not an organized mess, that we're organized, that we're not confused in our own processes.
Right, exactly. And to Miriam's point, things should flow, okay? Everything, life should flow. It should not be, the opposite of flow is standing still. Yeah. If you're just standing still, you're just kind of waiting, you get punched in the face or something, something hits you, or maybe you need to pay rent. You need to pay rent and you're just going to sit there.
Yeah.
You need to flow and get moving, and the organization is going to help you flow because things are in order.
Right.
Just like Miriam said, when we have someone hit the landing page or the website, we have a flow that happens. So they have an experience. And I remember Miriam doing that on her paper. And I remember how many hours she spent too, and how much organization went into that, right? Everything in life happens to have organization. It's just how much organization do you have in place in your life right now?
Beautiful. I love that. So how much organization you guys have from a scale to 1 to 10? You don't have to write, you just have to acknowledge and be aware of it as well. Right. Shall we move to the next one?
I would love to move to the next one. Go ahead, Miriam.
So the second reason why you should be more organized and why it's important for you to be more organized is because you will be more effective in your day and you're gonna get more done. So Alex and I, when we wake up in the morning, we do our morning routine, we go to the gym, we write our goals, we put our, we dress up. It's very important that you look presentable, guys. You know, remember during COVID-19, I'm going to go into my meeting with my pajamas. I'm going to be wearing something, something nice on the top, not on the bottom. Habibi, this is not showing. This is not organized. This is an organized mess, right? So this is how we start. We start with our day organized. We go to the gym. We write our goals. We have breakfast. We get dressed up with that. And after that, we go ahead and look at our duties for the business. What are we supposed to be doing today? What is our financial target? How many calls do we gotta make? How many appointments did we set, right? And the more organized we are about that, we are more effective. Like we get things done and we have more time. When people say, "Oh my God, Miriam, I don't have time. Miriam, I don't have time. I don't know. Like I can't." I'm like, good. What we do at Clear and Conquer, we actually show the people in our group how to create more time. You'll be amazed how much time you are wasting because you are not organized. More on that later, right? But it gives you more, you become more effective when you actually organize what you need to do, right? And that's why you get more done. That's why we okay, and every 3 hours in our company, we have a touch point. We touch point after every 3 hours. So what did we do? How much money did we make? How many calls did we make? And after that, from there, we take it to the next part. Do we need to revisit something? Do we have an urgent meeting? Does one need to be meeting us urgently? Maybe Alex has a call. I need to take that call or give it to someone else or whatever it is that we need to be more effective in. And many people actually, they do not do that. They're like, oh my God, organizing, Miriam, organizing is going to take some time. Oh, I promise you, it's going to take some time. It's going to save you a lot of time. When you know exactly what is the flow of the business that you are running. And even in your life, this is actually applies in your life as well. Miriam, I cannot have time to grow myself. What do? I take my kids to school in the morning. Okay, and then in your way back, nothing. I'm like, good. So listen to something useful. You don't have time at all on your way back. Instead of calling and gossiping or whatever you're doing, take that time that you have to go back from the school after dropping your kids, going home, listen to something that is useful. Listening to someone who is can give you a push. Like, for example, I love to, when it comes to faith, I want to listen to Steve Harvey. When it comes to, for example, thinking big and not being a little bee, I go listen to Grant Cardone, right? So it's like those mentors, the people who you listen to them and everybody has something to offer you that will make you even more effective and more organized. So the question to you is, guys, is how effective are you? Do you actually have extra time in the day? We do have extra time sometimes in the day, but we still work on them. When we have extra time, we can go for a walk. We can do something for example, we can go ahead and read another book. Maybe we can spend another hour growing ourselves. We can go on a date night, whatever it is. You'll be amazed that you have more time than you think. This is when you are actually arranging your day properly and being very effective with it. Actually, I would like to share something I learned from Uncle G.
Go ahead.
Straight from Grant.
Yes.
Okay. He says you have 24 hours a day, 8 hours for your sleep because you need to sleep very well. To be honest with you, I need to sleep. If I sleep at 4 or 5 hours, I cannot function. I cannot go to the gym. I don't have the right energy, so I need to sleep. I personally need to sleep, but I don't sleep for 12 hours. I sleep for 7 to 8 hours. Number one, he said you have 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to work, and the remaining 8 hours to figure the rest of your life. So what are you doing to figure out the rest of your life?
Yeah, 100%. That's a very good point. And we've learned so much from him, and breaking down your day like that is a big piece. We've actually done a segment on time management, so you can go back and rewatch that, specifically on structuring your time and your day. And that's going to be at our YouTube channel. Also, you can go back to our Facebook page, but you can go to clearandconquer.com/social and find it on there as well.
Of course, yeah.
So to Miriam's point here, your effectiveness, like how effective are you? Because what you are actually doing is when you aren't organized and you aren't effective, you're actually creating more work for yourself. And you're actually wasting more time, believe it or not. You might be thinking like, oh, it's going to take me 8 hours, 1 hour each day for the next 8 days to create this system. But I have all these other things going on, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, but what about the 800 hours over the course of months, years, and decades? What will that do to create more time? This is what we talk about, time creation. Okay, and part of it is by being organized. And the more organized you are, the more effective. Let me go back to the construction workers. Imagine if they weren't effective in what they do, it would take them 2 years to build a house. You've probably seen they can build a house really fast, like an entire house with beauty, all of the furniture put into it in a few months. But imagine if they weren't organized. They didn't have the project manager coordinating and organizing where people are supposed to be, at what time do they come, what time do they show up. Imagine if they weren't being held accountable to those time frames, the project would be a mess. And again, if there was no process, there wouldn't be any effectiveness. But now, since they have done the process over and over, they build houses a lot faster than probably 100 years ago. And then you can think about, you add more processes in place to make it even more effective. So over the course of your life, you're always becoming more organized. And how can you make it more effective and expand and build? Instead of thinking about, oh, I'm such an organized mess, and I don't know how to organize my life. If you keep on saying things like that, you're not going to get out of that trap. Okay? So the effectiveness is going to come from organization. And when you do that, you actually, you're going to feel more fulfilled about life, for sure.
Actually, I would like to mention here, William, maybe you can relate to this one. There is a building that is being built around our neighborhood here. Mm-hmm. And you notice that we thought at the beginning, is it a residential complex? Is it a hotel? We believe it's a hotel because it looks like every single week they add another floor, and it looks very nice and it's very systematic, and you could tell that people there are working in order. There's not so much noise when they're also constructing that, and that's for me is amazing on how much effectiveness is going there when it comes to them building that building. That's for me is amazing to watch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're actually, like, to Mary's point, they're building the foundation and all the walls, and as they're doing that, they're not waiting. They have a system in place, so they're actually putting the windows in.
Yes.
Before. Yeah. So that's because they have effectiveness, they have processes in place, they have a plan. Excuse me. Don't confuse though. Okay, do not confuse having a perfect plan and waiting to take action. I'm going to put a huge disclaimer right there. Because maybe on the opposite spectrum, you're trying to organize everything and have a perfect plan and a perfect thing in place and waiting for the perfect time, the perfect amount of money, and that it will never, ever happen. All of this happens with flow, right? Like Miriam said, it's a flow. You keep on moving and you organize along the way. You keep on becoming more effective, like we said. Like, it's not something that is just happens overnight, okay? So it's a process. Like, you keep on building and expanding and building the foundation, and then the walls, and then the windows go in, and then the roof, and then it's going to be the drywall. It's going to be the flooring, etc., etc. And then eventually you have a beautiful house built. And if you would like to expand even more, you can go build another house, right? You don't have to stop there.
That's amazing. I love that. That's on effectiveness. I think we're ready to go to number 3.
Yes, let's do it. So, and number 3 of why you need to become organized in your life. What, like, you might still be thinking, like, why do I need to become organized? Yes, Alex, I need to have all of these things in place, but I don't have any time. All of these excuses come up, right? It is going to enable you to put your attention on your purpose and your missions. Okay. How many of you can put yes in the chat, you can just agree in your head. How many of you are focusing so much on your problems, your whatever it is, time, money, relationship problems, maybe you have a business relationship problem, whatever it is.
Yes.
How many of you spend so much time on that instead of having things in place so you can actually put your attention on the higher thing, which is your definite purpose in life, which is the reason for your existence? And this is the Purpose Queen right here, by the way. If for those of you that do not know, she has been helping people find their purpose for over 10 years.
Yeah, you want to be my friend? Talk to me about purpose and
Yes.
give me a cup of coffee.
We can stay here for the next 5 hours if everybody wants.
5
Just kidding.
hours?
Just kidding.
5 years. I can talk about it for the rest of my life.
Yes, and she will.
Right, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's okay. So when you are more organized, more effective, you are going to actually be able to put your attention on what matters. Because you don't want to put your attention on the disorganized things. Like, do you really want to put your attention on not having enough money, not being organized with your money? Or do you want to put your attention where it should be, which is having the bigger goal, which is your definite purpose in life?
Right.
So you can spend more time with your family, so you can be more present with them instead of always thinking about work and your other problems when they're trying to talk to you, right? This is all happening so you can have the foundation built, so you can actually live your life. Because so many of us are chained down and handcuffed to certain things that we cannot get away from.
Wow.
And a lot of it happens to do with organization, because we keep on telling ourselves we don't have enough time, but really you're just not organized. And you're not. Another piece on the side note is your priorities are not in place either. Okay. And most likely, if you're 95% of people, you don't know your definite purpose in life. So that is not being organized in the first place.
Right.
Because guess what? You're organizing things based off of someone else's plan for you.
Wow.
Telling you to go to a certain job. That is what you're organizing based off of.
Right.
So the original purpose that God gave you, you actually don't even have access to yet. So you're currently organizing based off of someone else's ideas, someone else's reality, someone else's opinion about you. That is actually how you're organizing right now.
Wow, that's insane. And here is the thing, guys, like, just thinking about it, like, oh my gosh, you said it right. It's not like you don't have time. You're not organized to go ahead go after the things, yet you're supposed to be putting attention to. What is the word attention mean? Attention means that you are giving me some interest and you are focusing on me for a period of time because I'm saying something or I'm doing something that is attractive to you in any way, like maybe something I say, something I do, or whatever it is. So I'm getting your attention. Like, oh, you're looking at me. It's like, not like, it's like you're getting my attention. It's like, so you see something and you pay attention to it. You're scrolling on social media and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, let me scroll back. What's that? So that's attention. So when you are organized, it will be easier for you to go ahead and know exactly what you should do with your missions and with your purpose. Mariam, doesn't make any sense because all your life you are disorganized. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, you're not organized with your day, you're not sure what to do, you are bored, you're not sure where your life is headed, you don't know you're not confident with your decisions, you don't know how to make the right decisions, you are with the wrong people, you are with the wrong crowd, and you're wondering, where is my time going? Because you're not organized. You're not organized, you don't have a purpose, and you don't have goals to back that purpose up, right? And many people are like this. 95% of people are living like this. They're not organized. They think, oh my God, things will come and go, Mariam. I think I will be fine. I think I'm gonna find my purpose. When soon is not a strategy. People who say soon, I will call you back, inshallah, astaghfirullah. They put God's name on something that they know they will not do. Right? That's for me is terrifying, that you use God's Almighty's name to sarfoon, to let people like just let them go or just let them pass you, right?
Yeah.
So when you actually know what is your purpose is, you know that you have something bigger in your life. And when you say to something, I'll do it soon, I'll do it later, I'll call you when I'm ready, you are literally not organized. Because if you are organized, you'll be like, when is it? Let me check my calendar. Alex and I, our calendars are full. Like for the rest of the year, you know, we're going where we're going. We know in August we're going to be going to Orlando. We're planning to go to Orlando. In September, we're going to be having an event here in Miami. In November, we're planning a few events as well here in Miami, and so on and so forth. And next year, we know where we're going to go. Who knows what they're going to be next year? Oh, Maria, what do you mean? Next year, Allah, next year. Of course, Allah, next year. But do you have a plan? Do you have a plan? When you have a purpose, you have a plan. Like we know we're going to go to GrowthCon. The 10X Growth Conference is going to be in Vegas next year. It's going to be in February during Valentine's week. We know that. And it's already the calendar, and it's already something that we set our, and we're going to be there, right? We are already putting something, we are already organized. So that week, we will not say to someone, oh, we're going to be meeting you, or I'm going to be doing a purpose event. I'm not going to be doing anything on that week of February. That week of February will be dedicated to actually going ahead and doing something for our business. So the reason we can do that is because we are organized, and that enables us to put our attention where our attention needs to be, not some random place.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't agree more. Like it's a main point, like your attention, where is it going? Because that is where you're going. Where your attention goes, you follow, right? So if you're putting your attention on things that aren't working, you're going to follow the things that aren't working. It's going to continue. And organization is literally critical for this. So I would love for Miriam to share the fourth point with all of you of why you should even organize your life. Why should you organize your life?
So this is a beautiful thing why you should do it. It gives you a feeling that you can do something. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivation. So here's the thing with motivation. Motivation, nobody can motivate you. Alex cannot motivate me. I cannot motivate Alex. William cannot motivate me. I cannot motivate William. Motivation comes from within, right? It is your choice to be motivated or not. People can inspire you. Some people can inspire you. Leave it. Yeah. Sorry, technicalities. We'll let them go. Our focus is on you guys today.
Yes.
So here's the thing, guys. So when you are feeling more motivated, it's you. It's not something else. So when you accomplish something, when you are organized and you accomplish things, you get motivated. And you know what happens when you get motivated? Momentum. John Maxwell, the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. It's the law of the big mo, the law of momentum. When you get momentum, grab it and use it. You're winning and winning and winning. Keep hitting, right? Many people, what do when they hit momentum? Oh my God, I closed a $20,000 deal. Okay, congratulations, off to the next one. Every time Alex and I close a deal, good, next one. We don't say, oh my God, Alex, let's go to the beach. Oh my God, we closed at 20K. Oh, this feels so good. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the pool. Oh my God, or like, oh my God, you know what? We need to go and move to a bigger place. Or, oh my goodness, Alex, maybe we need to go shopping. Many of us are living like this. Once we hit some wins, we go ahead and we go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're organized, you feel more accomplished. And that gives you more motivation. And that motivation gives you momentum. And momentum with organization give you affluence in your results.
Mm.
I'm going to tell you guys, we've seen this in our business. We've seen areas in our business when we're not organized, what happened. And when we see areas in our business, what happens when we are organized, even in life. You know, it happens. So think about it, guys. Like, think about that feeling. I said, I'm going to be following this. And I did follow. And I accomplished. Now I'm motivated. Let's hit that momentum. I'm going to tell you, once you grab momentum, use that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Use that momentum. I'm going to tell you, like, I've seen it. I've seen how it happens when we are using momentum and when we stop doing momentum. Because when you stop the momentum, you know what happens? It's going to take you longer to go back into that momentum. Going to the gym, let's say, right? You go to the gym, you keep going, and then when they say, you know what, I'll not go today. and say, oh, I'll not go out tomorrow. And then it's 2 weeks and you didn't go. So
Mhm.
imagine for you now to get that momentum back, it's going to require more effort.
Mm-hmm.
But have you been organized? You could go ahead to the gym, not skip it that much, but still keep that momentum going.
100%. Yeah. And like when you have that momentum, you have to keep on using it. Like how many of you have been to the gym for like a month and then you stop? It's part of it's because of lack of organization.
Right.
And like the momentum part is extremely crucial to hold on to. And so many of you get comfortable and complacent with where you are or what you have done in the past. That $20,000 deal that you closed was already in the past 5 seconds ago. Like, why are you holding on to the past already? Like you hold on to these things because maybe you have an accomplishment or something that happens. You can definitely celebrate it if that was hitting the target you were trying to hit and that was your plan and organization. But if you're doing all these random things and you don't have the organization in place, like you're celebrating because you did something that you didn't expect. It wasn't in the plan. Why are you doing that? You should go to the next place. There's more people that need your services. There's more people that need you.
True.
Don't be selfish and just stop, right? And to be honest, it's going to hurt you later on because you stop anyways. So if you're thinking about what it's going to do to you, you need to associate some pain to stopping. Because as soon as you stop that train, it takes a lot to get the train moving again.
Let's
like
go.
You're a massive spiritual being. Like you need to, it's hard to get going sometimes again. So when you have that momentum, you have to keep on using it and keep on hitting. Like, and to Miriam's point too, when you hit those targets, imagine how good that feels. Like this is going to give you a lot of confidence and motivation, inspiration. You're going to be like, I'm on top of the world. But you need to stay in that zone, in that flow. Otherwise,
100%.
You will lose it.
100%. Like, my goodness.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Like the momentum piece. Yeah. We could spend like a whole entire day on that. But
it could be a topic for September.
It could be. Yeah.
Oh, how to gain momentum, how to use it. Oh my gosh. Because we already laid out the topics for August, we can do this as a topic in September.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. That's good. I like that. So like literally when I forgot what I was gonna say. So like just gaining momentum, like once you have it, like you need to hold on to it. And I was gonna say the tasks. When you have tasks and targets, you need to have non-negotiable targets that are organized based off of where you want to go with your purpose, your definite purpose in life, your goals, your missions.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you have all of that organized and then you hit it, you're gonna have that inspiration and motivation and like a sense of accomplishment.
Of course.
But how many of you have gotten to the end of a day and you feel like you accomplished nothing? Like you feel kind of slow. You feel like, what did I even do today? That means you weren't taking enough action. You weren't organized at all. That's what that really actually indicates. Sorry to say, but not sorry at the same time. Like you need to hear this. Like if you don't feel accomplished at the end of the day, it's because you didn't do anything and you also weren't organized with the right targets, the right goals. Like you don't even know where you're going. Like it's like your life isn't organized, right? And this is something that we can help with, by the way. I literally have an accountability group where I hold people accountable to their targets. And we help them organize their goals and their targets and their life. That's what it's all about. And go to clearandconquer.com/goals to join us. Clearandconquer.com/goals. And this is going to be something that helps you get the pieces in place. Like how many of you and how long, if you are one of these people, are you going to wait to organize your life? Like how long are you going to keep on living like this?
Right. Wow.
Because again, like we said at the beginning, where there's confusion, there is failure. Again, if you're trying to fail and you're trying to keep on losing, yes, you lose. You learn from your mistakes, yes. But you also have to have some wins. Okay, I can't have just only losses and confusion in my life, and the ignorance, which is bliss, apparently. Like that can't be the only thing. You also have to have some wins. Yes, learn from your losses, but also get some wins in there too, because the wins are actually what motivate you, right? So organizing is an important piece of everybody's life, whether you have a business, a career, a job, or whether you're trying to organize your family, your time with your family and your business. Like this all has to do with everything in your life.
I love that. I mean, I hope that you guys are taking notes, because here's the thing, guys. Without this, like without taking notes or something that you're going to be commenting after the session or any session that you attend, make sure that you have an intention. You know, why are you spending, like maybe you're spending the past 5 minutes with us or the past 30 minutes with us, or you're watching the archive of this. Make sure that you have a pen and a paper, because I'm going to tell you, oh no, I remember what Miriam said. Oh, it's in my mind. 2 minutes later, what did she say? Because it's not like we are like, we have how many thoughts in our minds every single day?
70,000.
70,000. You will not remember what Miriam said or Alex said from the 70,000 if you have other things that when you are not organized, you know, that is not serving that the purpose of that. All right. Let's go to number 5.
Let's do it. Yes, absolutely. Number 5 is, why should you be organized? Okay. Number 5 is to actually save money and time. Okay. And create more money and time. Okay. Like if you are not organized, you are actually wasting your time, and you're actually wasting and losing money, losing opportunities. Like this is probably the most important point, because your time, you can never, ever get back. So if you're interested in creating more time in your life and doing the balance thing, I don't particularly believe in balance. I believe in going all in on everything instead of having a balance. Like I'm going to put 10% effort over here, 10% over here, 15 over here. Now I believe in putting 100% effort into everything and finding a way to make everything work. And organization is going to help me get there. Again, nothing's ever going to be perfect, of course, right? We aren't perfect. I agree. But when you organize, you literally create more time, because you put systems in place to make things more effective, like we talked about.
Right.
And when there is more time, you have creation of more money, because time is money, right? You've heard that before. But why aren't you following it? Right? Like time is money. So why are you keep on wasting your time on things that don't serve you? You don't serve your family. Netflix doesn't actually serve your family. That's a news flash for you. Right? You already knew that though. And organizing your life is going to be able to create the time for your family so you can actually be present with them. They're not like glued to the TV, they're with you. Right? Isn't that what we're trying to do? Like, is the goal to be glued to the TV and just become a robot, like everything that the TV is telling us to do? No, of course not. When you organize, you're actually able to create more time and money. And then when you create that more money, you're able to create more time because you have more freedom.
I love that. We should actually add this as a bonus point here somewhere. Organizing things gives you freedom. Yeah. I love that, because think about it. Like, how many of you guys in the morning wake up? I don't know where. Simple life, normal life. You wake up. I don't know where my shoes is. I don't know. This used to be me. Guilty. Okay, yes, I did it. Where's my hairdresser? Where's my makeup? Where is my shoes? What am I gonna be wearing? Oh my goodness. Where's my perfume? Where are my lashes? And then like there's something that Alex knows. I get ready in like 20 minutes. With everything. It's a skill. You know, Mariam, is that possible? Well, I look great. Do I look great?
You look absolutely fantastic. And everybody here better agree.
So see, like it took me 20 minutes to look like this today, right? 20 minutes, because everything is organized. I know what I'm going to be wearing today. I know what kind of accessories I will be wearing. What kind of necklaces I will be wearing. The makeup, what I'm going to be putting. I know that, and it's all in one place, right? It's not like when I am not organized, it takes me an hour. Because, oh my God, where is the shoes? Oh my goodness, Alex, I forgot my makeup in the car. Last night, I didn't know what we went, and then we left it in the car. Oh my God, my shoes, we left it at William's house. I mean, I love to do things in your house, brother, right? I don't know. Maybe it's at Julian's or an Alejandro's house somewhere, right? And you know, I used to lose a lot of things before I know Alex, by the way, so I'm much better now. So the idea is when you have all of your things around you, it's easier. It saves time. When, for example, we have a meeting, we have a protocol when we have a meeting, right? We have a protocol. The suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the suitcase in William's house. That's true. That's true. So, what was I saying?
Organization.
Yeah. So again, so think about it like, okay, you have. So even when in business, we have a meeting. We know that everything in the table should be. If we're having like a video meeting, like I'm meeting someone via Zoom or something, so they can see me. The lighting should be fine. The laptop, if I'm meeting them on my laptop, the notebook, a pen, cup of coffee if I need to, and nothing else. No magazines here, I don't know, books here, no nothing. This is the area where I should be organized, and this is what my eyes should be falling into. Not falling into like a mug from last night, or I don't know what did I drop here, like I dropped a jack. Well, back in the days I was so messy. I was bragging, I'm an organized mess. I was messy. That's not even an organization, right? So it saves a lot of time and it saves a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you one thing that we do very well in our company that many business owners need to understand it better. You know, you need to understand the fact that speed with how people can do business with you. Like if someone says to me, Mariam, I want 10 tickets for your next purpose session. Great. You're gonna get it right now. I don't say, oh yeah, wait, please wait. Yeah, my team is busy. Please wait. Okay. So the team will actually send you the details. No, we don't allow our clients to wait. If you want to do business with us, you do it with the speed. And the speed happened because you're organized, because we know many business owners, you guys have this problem. Because you don't provide a service quickly, the heat is gone. So the client doesn't want that product anymore. So even when we talk to people on the phone, we know something could go wrong. So we tell them, we send them the link and they say, just make sure that everything is okay. So we are with them step by step. Maybe they transact with more or whatever it is, or they face some challenges. So we can provide them with something with the speed. It all happens because we're organized. When you are organized, actually, you can save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money as well.
100%. And isn't that the goal that you want to accomplish, is freedom, right? Like, wouldn't you want to not be chained to the job that you think that you have to be at? You actually don't have to stay there, by the way.
Right.
But that's what you think, right? And most likely it's because you're not organized. You haven't found your purpose. Like, you don't even know what goals to hit. You don't know what to do. So you need to go find someone that has done those things and, hey, I need help. That's what both of us did, by the way. We went and got help with all of these things. I wasn't that organized. I've been pretty organized in my life, but I wasn't that organized.
You're
not
pretty
this.
organized.
Yeah.
For the average person,
Yeah.
excuse me.
But there was other things.
Accountability in the house.
Yeah.
Mariam, put your phone in the charger. No. Why not? It's far. And now I regret it because this morning my phone was running out of charge.
That's right. And I told her a few times.
You told me, but I was being a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So like we've gone through these things too, and I guess Mariam more so was not as organized at the beginning of a relationship, but she's definitely improved like immensely. And but she also knows the importance of it too now. Like, she knows that it's going to be able to create more time, so therefore we can actually help more people that way. If we're spending our time looking for something for half an hour, like that's it's not going to get us anywhere. Or what if you were supposed to do something and you kept on putting it off because it's not in your calendar, and it stays on your calendar or stays on your task list for a month?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at it. You're being reminded that you didn't accomplish that. How does that make you feel?
Right. Yeah, not the best.
Right? Like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It feels terrible. That's why you have to find a plan that you can execute on. Like, if you have a full day today, that's okay. Plan when you are going to do it. Don't say, I'm going to wait. Don't say, I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Say that I'm planning it to get it done tomorrow, because that's when I have time in this 1 hour. Don't tell yourself that you're going to wait or you're going to wait till tomorrow, because that is programming yourself to procrastinate.
Preach.
Yeah. And like, procrastination is also a waste of time.
And it's the killer of all dreams.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, oh my God, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll find my purpose tomorrow. I'll start my PhD next year. I'll start my business next year. Someone, I wanted to help her with her business, Well, she almost gave me a heart attack. I was giving her the plan of how I'm gonna help her. Oh, Mariam, this is so nice. It's so inspiring. Oh my gosh, Mariam, you're doing so much for me. Great. Let's start. No, Mariam, I'll do it in January 2023 because I still need to plan more. I'm like, I gave you the full strategic plan on how you can make 6 figures for your business within the next 5 months, 6 months at that time. And you said no. So I'm going to tell you, procrastinating, people say, oh my God, I'll do it later, or I'm going to do it this evening. It's not going to happen. We have a rule in our business. If it doesn't take you more than 2 minutes, do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now, because this is actually going to be saving you a lot of time, pretty much.
Yeah, and like everything that we do, we plan out, like, so we can actually squeeze the time. Like even the grocery store, we're gonna plan when we're going to do that.
Oh yeah, we have planned that too.
Right? Like, because if we don't have that organized, we're gonna go at a random time when we were supposed to be doing something else, and then what happens is you don't complete that task, and then all of a sudden you're like, why didn't I complete that task? And then you're like, I feel like crap right now.
Right.
That's because you simply weren't organized. It's just a matter of organization. And for those business owners out there, those people that really want to create massive success, even if you're not a business owner, you want to create something massive, you're going to have things planned out.
Yeah.
Like you might think, oh, I'm just going to fly out the seat of my pants. Have you ever heard that story?
I have no idea.
Oh, fly in the seat of my pants. I'm just going to
He's talking American to me
yes.
right now. Go ahead.
I'm going to just kind of go with the flow. I'm just going to kind of do my own thing. I don't really need a plan. I'm just going to kind of, do you have any sayings like that? Go with the flow? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's again using God's name in the wrong way. I'm going to be moving on like God's blessing, or on the blessings. I'm going to be moving on the blessing, but you're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm living on the blessing. But are you really working? Are you like doing something? It's amazing when you put God's name into this, but are you doing something? Because God will not just tell you, oh, let's just go ahead and do something, and you're not actually doing it. Sorry, He will not help you unless you help yourself. You cannot just go ahead and pray and not do something to back it up with some kind of action. Even Moses, for you guys know, it's been like, I don't know if it's today or yesterday. It was the day that Moses crossed with the people of Israel. He crossed the sea, right? But he didn't just cross. God wanted Moses to do something. Although the plan is God will help Moses, help the people of Israel to cross the sea. But he told Moses, hit the sea with your stick. So he had to do some action for God to help him. And he had faith. His people said, oh my God, the Pharaoh is behind us, the sea in front of us, we are doomed. And Moses said, no, I have God. No, I have God. He will guide me. And he had faith. And then God told him, hit the sea. He hit the sea and got parted, and he saved them, right? So you have to do some work. So go ahead to that point of flying off there.
And to William, if you do something by the seat of your pants, you're doing it using only your own experience and trusting your own judgment.
Oh gosh.
And that's kind of just like looking at things, like judging things, kind of just going with it. Like, yeah. So when people first play, William will go very deep for you. Shaheen. He sees things from above.
Yes.
When people first began flying aircraft, they did not know the same advanced navigation tools and abilities to communicate with people on the ground. Therefore, people were flying by the seat of their pants. Okay. Yeah. So they're kind of just like, that's very dangerous. Like that they didn't have any communication.
Wow.
And granted, they were creating something in the beginning. It was in the beginning stage, and it was organized to the point that they could, but we go back to being more effective. Okay. Like I said, the builders have become more effective in building buildings so they can do it faster. You have to do the same thing with your life. Like if you're just flying by the seat of your pants and not communicating, kind of just going with the flow, meaning like just following people, and like maybe when the challenge comes up, you handle it instead of getting ahead of the challenge, right? Instead of getting ahead of the problem, like you spend all of your money and then you're like, oh, well, it is what it is. It's in the past. I guess that's just how it is. And then you don't do anything about it. You pay it off a little bit, and then all of a sudden you do the same mistake again.
Right.
You don't have any organization in your finances. Most people don't. Right? So flying by the seat of your pants basically is a very dangerous way to live life.
Wow.
So that's the point. And most people are living like that. Most people don't have a calendar. They just the work does for them, but they don't have one for their own life. And therefore, that's why they waste time. That's why they end up spending time on Netflix, because they're bored. They don't actually know what to do. They're confused. They went into a state of confusion. And again, that's creating failure. You're just making Netflix more rich, not your own family that you said you would build dreams for. Right?
Wow, that's deep. I don't know if you guys taking notes. I hope you do. And to be honest with you, I have nothing else to add into this except for the fact that when you're organized, even when you have an organized place, an organized house, an organized environment, a clean environment, that's somehow boost up your success, because now your eyes, whatever it falls into, it's organized. Like the table we are putting our stuff in is very organized. We don't really have a lot of messiness in here. We know where everything is at, like the house is clean, it smells nice. So even your soul is happy, your soul is having a ball, So and with that, because you're organized and you're attracting the right things to your life, but sometimes we're blocking it because of whatever we are experiencing at that very moment. That's a very deep topic for another day. But yes. I wanted you to know that when you are organized, you are you're not confused, and as a result, you get results.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the opposite is when you are confused, there is failure. So get results in your life by organizing. Okay, I hope all of you took a lot of notes. I don't know if you have anything to add, by the way.
That's it. I mean, okay. Other than if you have a problem organizing, yes. Join Alexander's accountability group. Go to clearandconquer.com/goals. Thank you, William. clearandconquer.com/goals. You can join our accountability group. You have the option of joining us for 3 months or for a whole year, and we're going to help you with all that. We have a group of people who we see their successes, we see the things that they are accomplishing with their lives, we see what they are headed. We are helping them, we're guiding them, we're mentoring them with the things that they need to go ahead and do with their lives.
Absolutely. And those people are getting results because they choose to get results.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you want to do more with us, we would love for you to be in our accountability group. Go to clearandconquer.com/goals. We go live every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. noon Eastern, and 8 p.m. UAE time. That's noon Eastern, 8 p.m. UAE time. And you can get the notifications at clearandconquer.com/live, clearandconquer.com/live. And this is what we love to do, because we love to bring you information. We would be so selfish not to share the information that we have with all of you. So this is a place where you can keep on learning, growing, expanding more for yourself, your family, your community. Yes. And we love that all of you joined us today. Thank you so much for joining, and have an exceptional rest of your week.
Go clear and conquer.
Go clear and conquer.